Extinction was always a permanent death sentence, but modern science is rewriting the rules of nature. Right now, top geneticists are using breakthrough DNA technology to resurrect species we haven't seen in centuries, including the legendary dodo bird. This isn't science fiction. It has massive funding and strict deadlines. Today, we are counting down 5 extinct animals scientists are bringing back before 2035. Wait until you see how close number 1 is to walking the earth again. Number 5. The northern white rhinoceros. This one is unique because the northern white rhinoceros is not technically fully extinct yet, but it is devastatingly close. Only 2 individuals remain on Earth, and both are female. The last male, named Sudan, died in 2018, making natural reproduction completely impossible. Without direct scientific intervention right now, this species disappears forever. Science is fighting back. Researchers have successfully created northern white rhino embryos in a laboratory using frozen sperm from deceased males and eggs harvested from the 2 surviving females. These embryos are stored and ready, with plans to implant them into southern white rhino surrogate mothers to carry the pregnancies to term. In 2023, the team confirmed multiple viable embryos exist, and that implantation was being actively prepared. This is not theory. The embryos are real. The surrogates are identified. By 2035, scientists are genuinely optimistic that living northern white rhino calves could exist, and population recovery could be underway. This is the most urgent race on this entire list, and science is giving everything it has to win it. Number 4. The aurochs. The aurochs was the wild ancestor of every domestic cow alive today. Massive, powerful, standing nearly 6 feet tall at the shoulder and weighing up to 1,500 pounds, with long forward curving horns that made it look as formidable as it actually was. It once roamed Europe, Asia, and North Africa in enormous herds before being hunted to complete extinction. The last aurochs died in Poland in 1627. The approach here is different from genetic editing, because modern cattle are direct descendants of the aurochs and still carry significant aurochs DNA. A project called the Taurus program has been selectively breeding specific European cattle breeds that retain the strongest aurochs-like traits. Breeds from Italy, Spain, and Scotland are all part of this program. The results are already visible in the real world. These animals are currently roaming rewilded reserves in the Netherlands, Portugal, and Romania. Larger, more robust, and more behaviorally wild than standard cattle, getting closer to the original aurochs with every new generation. By 2035, the animals produced could genuinely fill the ecological role this species once played in European landscapes. This is de-extinction you can already see happening today. Number 3. The dodo. Yes, the dodo, the bird that became the global symbol of extinction. Scientists are working on bringing it back, and the project is further along than most people realize. Colossal Biosciences announced a dodo project in 2022. The dodo went extinct in the late 1600s after Dutch sailors arrived on the island of Mauritius, where this bird had lived in complete isolation with no natural predators. It had never learned to fear anything, which made it tragically easy to wipe out. Combined with invasive animals arriving on ships and destroying nests, the species was gone in less than a century. The science involves sequencing the dodo genome from preserved museum specimens and comparing it with its closest living relative, the Nicobar pigeon. From there, scientists identify which genes made the dodo uniquely the dodo and work toward expressing those genes in a living bird. The team includes leading experts in ancient DNA and bird genomics, and 2035 gives this research real room to develop into something extraordinary. Number 2. The thylacine, Tasmanian tiger. The thylacine is arguably the most emotionally powerful de-extinction story on this list. Commonly known as the Tasmanian tiger, this was a striped marsupial predator, unlike anything alive today. It had a stiff kangaroo-like tail, tiger-like stripes across its back, and a jaw that opened to an almost impossibly wide angle. It was the apex predator of Tasmania, and it was completely unique. The last known thylacine died in captivity at the Hobart Zoo on September 7, 1936. Its extinction was entirely caused by humans. A government bounty hunting program paid people to kill them because farmers saw them as a threat to livestock. By the time anyone recognized the damage being done, it was already too late. Colossal Biosciences announced a thylacine resurrection project in 2022, partnering with researchers at the University of Melbourne. The team has already sequenced the most complete thylacine genome ever assembled, a critical first step. They are now working alongside the DNA of the thylacine's closest living relative, the fat-tailed dunnart, to push toward producing a living animal. With Colossal's resources behind the project, 2035 is being seriously discussed as a realistic target. Tasmania wants its tiger back, and science is working hard to deliver. Number 1. The woolly mammoth. No way we are starting this list with anything else. A company called Colossal Biosciences, founded in 2021, has made bringing back the woolly mammoth their headline mission. And they are not just dreaming, they are actively doing the science right now. Their approach is smart. Rather than cloning a mammoth directly from ancient frozen DNA, which is difficult because ancient DNA degrades over time, Colossal is using the Asian elephant, the mammoth's closest living relative, sharing around 99.6% of its genetic code, and applying CRISPR gene editing technology to insert key mammoth traits into that elephant genome. Thick, shaggy hair, extra fat layers for warmth, and cold-adapted blood built for freezing Arctic temperatures. The goal is an animal that looks, behaves, and functions like a woolly mammoth, and can eventually be reintroduced into the Arctic ecosystems it once shaped. Colossal has already made real progress at the cellular level, successfully editing elephant cells with mammoth gene variants. They have publicly committed to producing a living calf well within the 2035 window. The mammoth is coming back. The only question is exactly when. Beyond just bringing the animal back, Colossal has a bigger ecological vision behind this project. They want to restore the Arctic grasslands that existed during the Ice Age, sometimes called the Mammoth Steppe, by reintroducing large grazing animals that can trample snow, expose frozen ground, and actually help slow permafrost thaw. So this is not just about bringing back a cool prehistoric animal. It is about using a resurrected species to actively help fight climate change. That changes the entire conversation around de-extinction from a science experiment into something with very real environmental purpose. We are living through one of the most remarkable periods in the history of science. The line between extinct and alive is being redrawn in real time by real people who refuse to accept that gone had to mean forever. Some projects will hit obstacles. Timelines may shift. That is the honest reality of science pushing into territory nobody has entered before. But the direction is clear. The tools are real. The progress is undeniable. And by 2035, the world may include living animals that nobody ever expected to see again. Extinction just met its match. Hit that like button and subscribe if this video got you excited. And drop in the comments, which of these 5 animals are you most eager to see come back? We genuinely want to know.